Hello and welcome to the Benny Leftside channel. Today we'll be playing Resident Evil 1996 as Chris Redfield.
Alpha Team is flying around the forest zone situated in northwest Raccoon City, where we're searching for the helicopter of our compatriots Bravo Team, who disappeared during the middle of our mission.
You haven't found it?
No, I haven't found it yet. Bizarre murder cases have recently occurred in Raccoon City. There are outlandish reports of families being attacked by a group of about 10 people. Victims were apparently eaten. Bravo Team went to the hideout of the group and disappeared.
Look, Chris!
It was Bravo Team's helicopter. Nobody was in it. But strangely, most of the equipment was still there. However, we soon discovered why.
Hey! Come here! Run for that house!
There are only 3 STARS members left now. Captain Wesker, Jill, and myself. We don't know where Barry is.
Chris Redfield. Jill Valentine. Barry Burton. Rebecca Chambers. Albert Wesker. Resident Evil.
I don't know what happened.
Barry! Where's Barry?
Well, I'm sorry, but he's probably...
No. What is that?
I'll go and check.
Okay, Jill and I will stay in the hall in case of an emergency.
Chris? Take care.
Just as a heads up, I won't be talking much for the beginning of the game because there's quite a lot of back-to-back scenes. After the first zombie, leave, go back to the hallway.
Wesker? Jill? What happened to Jill and Wesker?
And you get your handgun. Or Jill's. So this time around you go up the stairs because you don't have the lockpick. And you're going to make your way to the first save room over on this side of the house. I will be clearing the zombies here. There you go. Because we're Crest, we're fine. That's annoying. Go through here. I'll be mostly attacking the zombies that are mostly in the way rather than trying to kill everything. As Chris, we won't have a grenade launcher. In here, there's just the book. It more or less tells you to mix the plants. There's red and green, 3 greens, 2 greens, and green and blue. The 3 greens and red and green more or less give you full health. 2 greens gives you most of your health, and blue and green gives you an antidote for poison. That's pretty much all you need to know. With Chris, you've probably already noticed we have much less inventory space than we did with Jolt. So we'll be getting rid of the knife straight away and replacing that with bullets. And you can put away the first aid spray unless you're going to use it. I'd recommend not bringing health items and trying to survive, because otherwise you'll end up running out of room when you need to pick stuff up. So first of all, we'll be grabbing the plant chemical and going straight to the plant room. From there, we can get the key, and we'll be able to start accessing areas of the house that we could with Jill. Bearing in mind that we don't have a lockpick, so we will need to find keys for the doors. sake, we're gonna attack these zombies. Those two zombies are worth taking out because we'll be going back and forth between this area quite a bit. Next, we're going over the main dining area so that we can push the blue gem over the edge. Go through here. Should be a zombie over here. He is dead. Doesn't look like he is though. So we're going to unequip the handgun. And the reason for that is we can mostly run around the zombies here. While there's free, you can run straight past them because they all do the bile thing and go straight down here.
What is it?
What? Oh no! Sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
You must be from the Bravo team.
Yes, I'm Rebecca Chambers. I'm a newcomer. I just joined the Stars Bravo team last month. Well, I'm really sorry. Are you all right?
Yes. I'm Chris Redfield from the Alpha team. Are you the only person here from the Bravo team?
Well, because the helicopter made a forced landing, I just ran into this house anyway, but
I see. There's nothing else you could have done anyway. It's good you're here.
Yes, sir. But it's strange. I serviced the helicopter recently, but something went wrong with the engine. It was such a short flight. I wonder if everybody is...
Aside from that, grab your key. And you can leave.
Well, what should I do now? If you go out to search for the other members, how about letting me come with you?
All right, let's do it.
Yes, sir. I'll do my best. I have to prepare something. Would you like to go ahead?
Next, we'll be grabbing the imitation shotgun. The only zombie worth killing here is that one. I'm gonna wait for him to get back up. Let the other one live, and we can run past this one. Go in here. Must be the plant key. Bit of a detour to get some eye. As before, try to read the letter as far over to this side as you can, or the diary. Get away. And you got shotgun ammo. Okay, they're spamming me. That was really annoying. But because I'm Chris, I'm fine. What I'm going to do is... That was deliberate to an extent. What I'm going to do is go in here and... going to kill that zombie that's in my way on the way out. So use your plant poison here. I'm going to have to make a return trip because of the way everything's unfolded, but that's fine. Go in here. Kill the first zombie. Either he's dead. Oh, didn't expect that. I'm going to reset the room quick. Go over here, and we can leave. Handgun bullets. There's this imitation or broken shotgun. We'll be taking that. And in here, there would be shotgun shells, but we need a key, which we don't have. Going past him. Going to manage our inventory quick. Deciding to go for the shotgun, so I'm going to put that away. We won't need that, and we're going to go straight upstairs and back towards the other side of the house to get the shotgun. So once you're through here, you can more or less run around the zombies. As long as you don't run straight into them, you won't get hit with the acid or the bile. Back over here. And just going to go to the other side of the house, using the key where we can, because there's a small key which I won't be picking up yet, but they're for the areas where there's drawers, such as the shotgun shells I showed you a moment ago. We can unlock that, but we're not going to use it yet. We can unlock that, but we're not going to use it yet. Over here, again, locking this, but not using it yet. That's annoying. Not something we can't manage, so we're going to go back down here. While that's inconvenient, we have at least used the key, which will bring it down in the number of uses we have before it's discarded, so it's not the end of the world. Go down here. Should be able to open this. Not going to go in there yet. We're going here. The sword key should open this. I'm gonna run. Get rid of one of our keys. In here, there should be a small key for Chris. Aside from that, nothing of note. Leave here. I'm not going into that other small room yet that we just discarded the key with because it's full of herbs and I don't have any inventory space. Next, I'm going to prioritize getting the shotgun. There's the shotgun. Put back the broken shotgun. I think you have to let the animation play out. And that's how you get the shotgun with Chris. You can also do that with Jill by just going straight to the shotgun room. But it depends what you want to do. I normally go there with Jill straight away because then you can fight all the zombies up ahead. Such as these ones. We should hit, but... there you go, that's what I meant to do. Seeing as we're here, we'll do this. That gives away the objective here. We're going to go from youngest to oldest. So that's the newborn, which is the first picture. Then it's infant. Then child. Then young adult over here. And middle-aged man. Then old man. Once you've done that, you can press the picture over there at the end of the hall and you'll get your first crest. Now that's done, we're going to go over here. I'm going to go back to the save room just to manage inventory. I'm going to pick up some herbs that we've missed along the way. That's the wrong door. That's the door. Going to empty the inventory. Making sure I need that. First off, there's a room up in the middle. I'm gonna go there just to clear it. There is actually a zombie there as Chris, but never mind. Just walked by it, so it doesn't really matter. So in here, there's the will. Press the switch over here. Then you can move the fish tank, the bookshelf, and you get shotgun shells. As Chris doesn't have a grenade launcher, there'll usually be shotgun shells where there would have been grenades. So all in all, it's not too bad being Chris. Go back here. As we still have inventory space, and the next item has no enemies between here and there, I'm going to go to the armor puzzle and get the second crest. Puzzle's pretty easy. Just push those over the gas outlets and press the button in the middle of the room and you're done. There's our sun crest. And we're out. So now we've got that, we're going to take handgun bullets and the Beretta. Going to go straight out the back here. And to this room over here that we missed earlier. Out here there's dogs. I'm going to try get by without fighting them, but if I can't fight them. Okay. Randomly hit and then didn't hit, but... What is going... I don't understand what the difference is. But anyway. Okay. That was weird. That makes no sense. The first shot hit when I thought it would have done nothing, and then every other shot that was more or less exactly the same did nothing. But anyway, we're out here for the herbs, and we're going to heal anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Combine. Combine. Take that one now. Gives us another herb here. You don't need all the herbs in the game. I'm just doing this early on so we can get a few full heals and we won't have to worry about collecting herbs later. Do that, and you've got another full heal. Grab that one, and we won't have to worry about coming here ever again. Done. So we've done this room, got the small key. Shotgun was here, we've done all the herbs, and we've done our crest that was out in the gallery. Upstairs we've done the middle room in the middle of the hallway, right above us. And we've done... Just putting away the items. And we've unlocked Richard's room, but we're not going to go there yet. We're going to... Just sorting out my ammo. That'll do for now. What I'm going to do is... There we go. Well, apparently can't combine them unless they're in the inventory. That's quite annoying. Now I'm going to go back to the other side of the mansion, where there's more crest items. just changed my mind. I've realised. Because we're Crest, there's a better way of doing this. Should always have that on us. Don't know why that isn't on us. And that. And the reason I need that key is because we're going to what I'm going to do is I'm going to trigger the scene with Richard, which is in here. He has already died, and I'm pretty sure that's because I met Rebecca before I went here. Then I don't know how else I could have done, or maybe I took too long, I'm not sure. Anyway, once we got that, we're gonna go through here. And that's that room done. Now I'll be heading back toward the other side of the mansion. And we'll be going back for all the items I missed earlier, the herbs, the blue gem, and finally there's a piano room, which I haven't opened yet, but you'll see that in a minute. Really wasn't necessary, but we've got so many bullets, I decided to do it anyway. I'm gonna run with nothing just because I want to grab all the herbs in one and don't want to go back. Go through here, grab all the herbs. The reason I'm doing this is because if we do this now, later on in the game, we can skip some of the herbs that have zombies surrounding them, so it makes sense to do it this way. You shouldn't need too many heals in this game unless you're completely reckless and take loads of deliberate hits when there's no reason to do that. So, go through here. As you can see, most of the zombies are completely avoidable. Especially when you know where they are, like that one. I'm gonna grab the small key. Should be a mansion key somewhere, we want that. There it is, and that should do. small key. The first one goes here. Gets us more shells. Leave here. Down this end of the hallway, you'll find the music room. Or at least it's got a piano. Over there. Press that.
It's me, Chris.
Is that you, Rebecca?
Ah, it's the Moonlight Sonata.
Can you play? Wait, what is that?
My interpretation is off a little. Chris, may I practice for a while?
See? Just relax and play.
All right.
Probably should have done that earlier. While that's going on, we can do the blue gem. Unfortunately, I haven't left myself too many things to do. So grab this, might as well. Emblem. And the blue gem, when it lets me walk over there. There's really nothing else to do here, so next we're just gonna go back to the save room. Mostly because I need to go in there. Oh wait, I still can. Never mind, don't need to go to this save room. Thought I'd need the shotgun to get by the zombie. I might have a bit of a problem leaving though, but oh well. Blue gem goes in there. And that gives us our third crest, the Wind Crest. Now we have to get by this zombie without taking a hit somehow. I don't know how we're going to do that, but we'll figure it out. There you go, that's how you do it. Probably could have gone out the door and back in, but I decided to take a hit just to save time. Fine anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Oh. That's what happens when you look in the menu while running. Still fine though, because it's Chris. Because of what happened just there, I'm going to use the mixed herbs, but I'll be using the 2 greens. In fact, I might just use a green. Yeah, that's fine. Normally I wouldn't do that, but I was pretty sure it was going to be fine. There's that. We don't need to bring everything with us, so what I'm going to do is put that away. We do need that. Shotgun shells can come, and more shotgun shells can come, and we'll bring the shotgun. you can see at this point, we have loads of shotgun shells, probably more than you need for the entire game. But that's fine. Go through here. Go back to Rebecca. Hopefully she's done by now. Could have probably got away with not taking him out for reasons you'll see in a minute, but let's just see. Oh, I thought a video was playing. Oh, unfortunately she hasn't learned it yet, so guess I'll just have to kill more time. The only thing I can think of doing is going to the only thing I haven't done yet is go to the grenade room, so I'll do that. I know there's a small key there, but I don't know about what else is there. There will be no grenade launcher because we're playing as Chris. There might be shotgun shells, and if there is, at this point we're so loaded with shotgun shells you can practically complete the game with the shotgun and never use the handgun again. Get the small key. I can only think of one area with the small key, so I'll do that as well. Handgun bullets isn't really worth it, but I'm gonna grab it just for the hell of it. As you can see there, there's no difference in response. The only area, so I could go back to the hallway where the dogs jumped through the window. There is cabinets you can move there, which would have more handgun bullets, but it's just not worth the trouble, because we'll probably end up getting in a fight and using bullets anyway. And the only other thing I can do with this small key I just acquired is go in here and open this up. Do one zombie here. More shotgun shells. And like handgun ammo, that definitely is worth it. There's nothing out the back aside from healing items. I don't really want to fill up my inventory space, so at this point I'm just going to go back to Rebecca and hope she's done practicing. If you're playing through your second playthrough, the area I decided to skip was the closet. There's herbs in there aside from the room where you can change your clothes. Changing your clothes doesn't really do anything, it's an aesthetic thing, it doesn't make you stronger or better. So if you want to do that, it's up to you.
Chris! Chris! You like it?
Oh, that was great.
What is that?
In here you can grab this golden emblem, change it for the normal emblem.
Chris, are you all right?
That's all there is there. Once you bring the gold emblem outside, the clock will move over, giving you the third key for this game. And leading on to our fight with whatever killed Richard. I'm sure most of you probably know, but for those of you who don't, you'll see in a minute. If you're watching through the content, feel free to subscribe, share, like, and comment. Maybe talk about which version of Resident Evil 1 you prefer. For me personally, I prefer the remaster for Resident Evil 1. But this is also a very good game, considering we're now in 2026 and it still holds up. 20 years old. Go through here with the newly acquired mansion key. Make sure you have a slot, and make sure you have shells. And the reason I'm saying that is because there is an opportunity to pick up shotgun shells in the next room we're going to. So you either want an empty slot, or if you're like me, you have a shotgun shell slot where they'll just be picked up and combined. Bearing in mind you'll be losing the key, it's one use. Go in here. You're onto your first main fight of the game. Are you ready? As you can see, he's able to reverse quite awkwardly. You have two options. You can either fight him to the death. Makes your life a bit easier later on. No, I didn't mean to reload. No heal. And that causes him to retreat. To be honest there, that wasn't too good. I haven't done this fight in a long time, so I wasn't really sure what to expect. I would say, seeing as you're likely to get bitten anyway, it's probably better to go into that box area where I did, because after that, all my shots started hitting.
Chris,
Am I poisoned? Damn it, give me serum.
I'm sure the serum must be there. I'll be right back.
That's basically telling us to go back to the save room. This scene will always happen if you get bitten. So your two options are you can run through and not fight, but then later on there's another encounter, as you can probably tell by the fact he ran away. He'll be stronger during that one. Or you can fight, and if you don't get poisoned, you're fine, and if you do, then you have to deal with this. So I'm going to leave him alive. I'll kill him. This is like having an extra 15 shots for free. So if there's any zombies you want to clear on the way, feel free to do that. That zombie is not worth killing, so I'm going to leave it. Grab the serum. And then return to Chris. feel this run's going pretty well. I wasn't too happy with the Yawn fight, that's the name of the snake, but it wasn't the worst. I would have probably just let him go into the square area at the back before taking any shots if I was doing it again. So I feel like I wasted ammo trying to shoot him over the fence.
You all right?
Yeah. What happened?
You were bitten by a poisonous snake. Are you okay?
My head is killing me.
I think you will be all right because I gave you a shot. But please be careful.
You saved my life. I owe you one.
I'm glad I could help.
So far, not too bad. Just gonna keep going. Now we've got all the crests, we can go out to the courtyard. So this concludes the first area, the mansion. If you like the content so far, please feel free to subscribe, share, comment or like. Go down here. We're gonna switch that out for that. I'll bring the handgun bullets. And I want all the crests. The reason I'm bringing the handgun bullets is because I've decided I'm just going to kill all the dogs. I don't normally bother, but we'll be going by them a number of times, so... And there's 3 dogs in particular I'll definitely be killing. So there's this first one out here. You first enter the outside of the mansion. You're better off just waiting to go straight for him. Once you hear that, they're dead. Use all your crests. And you will be on to the next area. First thing you'll want to do right away is the crank up there. It's as easy as that. Try to ignore the loop of the dog yelping, it's annoying. While we're here, we'll pick up these full healths. As you probably noticed by now, we've already got a number of full healths and we've just got another 2. The game's very generous with full healths. You can more or less manage it to avoid hits the whole way through the game and deliberately take hits on bosses to pretty much tank them. Do that. You don't need to pick out anything up between here and the residence, which is where we're going, so you can just do that. With the dogs, as long as they're not triggered, you can walk, like I am now. You'll know if they're triggered because they'll immediately start running on this game. Okay, through here. For whatever reason, whenever I play Resident Evil 1, the classic version, it always crashes. So once I've completed the first half of the game, which I'm counting as beating the next main enemy, I'm going to save. Just try not to get bitten though, you get poisoned. It's annoying more than anything. You can easily get a blue herb and fix that. Once you're in here, walk. There's no need to fight the dogs. If they run like that, you can make a run for the door. And this leads you through to the residence. These dogs are worth fighting because they'll keep coming for you and they're in the way. There you go. Fortunately, oh, it's free on this. It's because it's Crest. There normally isn't 3 dogs out the previous area either. That's exclusive to being Crest. For this game, for whatever reason, they decided Chris is basically hard mode and Jill is easy. Depending on your opinion, I think Chris is easier in some senses because we're more or less getting through the game the same as we normally would, and Chris can actually take more hits. It's debatable on the remake whether that is as true as it is on this one. On this one, it's definitely you take several more hits than Joel can. So you push the statue here, that's done. I'm going to manage the inventory just because at the moment we're overstocked with stuff. There should be shells over there. There's normally grenades for Jill, so I presume it's going to be more shells. You can decide how you want to go about it. There's only ordinary. I've decided to bring the handgun because I just want to get rid of my bullets. There's not too many zombies you have to fight here. And in terms of enemies, I think there's only one you actually have to fight. So, bring the handgun. First area we'll be going to is right across the hallway. We'll be getting our first key. The control room key. There's no reason to go into the back. I'm going to double check that just to confirm, but I'm pretty sure there's no reason to go into the... There isn't for Jill. Pretty sure it's the same here. Oh. Do that. Okay, there's 2 zombies you have to beat then. Don't know why that one is so slow. No, he's not. That's that dealt with. You get your red book. Get that small key. Check in here for differences. If there are any, I'll flag them when I'm done. There's our control room key. Nothing else. So the control room key and the red book is the same. The small key is exclusive to Chris. I'm just going to check this room just to make sure there's nothing exclusive to Chris. If this was Jill, there's nothing of import. There's nothing you must have in here. There's that on the... There's that snooker queue layout over there, but it doesn't really show anything. It points to the numbers 3, 9, and 6, but... That's just an ink ribbon. But we'll grab that because I want to save before... Oh, there's handgun bullets too, which I accidentally picked up. I wasn't going to bother. And that's why I wasn't going to bother. Now I'm probably... Oh, I'm fine. Okay, never mind. I thought it was going to be poisoned. Chris just doesn't have that. So... Might need that till later. I'm gonna take what we have and proceed, just to see if I can use it anywhere. I don't know where you'd use the small key here. Guess we'll find out. Not sure if we're supposed to bring it back to the mansion. I can think of one drawer that might need a small key. Go down here. There's herbs at the back by the gargoyle. You don't really have to do that. Once you're down here, there's a key over here. Grab that. You can leave right away. That brings you the guardhouse key, which you can now discard. Just gonna do this puzzle quickly. Hopefully as quickly. What you're trying to do, set it up so that your final push lights up everything. Sometimes I do this and it's really quick, other times it's like this. There you go, I did it eventually. It usually ends with the corner. Just checking if there's anything in here for Chris that isn't normally here. Nope, it's just the glass bottles, and that is where you'll be making a formula later on, depending on what the game decides to do. We can go through here, and I just check this bathroom. Only handgun ammo. I don't see anything else. I'm leaving. There's your map. It's pretty redundant at this point. You've more or less seen everything. Once that's done, you move that along. Straight down the ladder. Not much going on here. Basically push these down. Push this box round. Once that's done, you can proceed onto the aquarium, which we just learned was flooded. First thing you want to do is go straight over here. One difference you might have noticed as Chris is, unlike when you're playing with Jill, there's no warning about the sharks, they just go straight for you. Luckily, it's quite easy to avoid them, so we've done that. And drain this as usual. And now we've successfully dealt with the sharks. So you press this button here, opens the room next door, where we'll be getting our next key items. Being the key and some shells. So we've got enough inventory space there to grab all three. There's 2 shells up here. And then you want to grab the handgun. 2 of those. Finally, where you see the twinkle or the sparkle, whatever you want to call it, on this shelf, there's a key. That's the final key for this area. Once you've got all that, you can now start making your way back to the plant area, or the gallery area, which is where we just did the code for the chemical room. Go up the ladder. Through here. There's our guardhouse key used. Get rid of that. And go through here. Enter here. That's Jill, that's flame rounds. Unfortunately it's Chris, that's just handgun rounds. So that's not the end of the world. Wasn't the best find. Just leave. Check the bath, I guess. Okay. Gonna eat. Take out the white book. Once you've read that, put the red book in, and you open a door. If you're going to make any preparations before you go into the next area, do them now. Using a small key. Just an ink ribbon, I've already got those. So that's pretty useless. Go here. Arm yourself with whatever you want. I'm going to bring the shotgun and any shells I have. Rid of the handgun ammo. Bring a herb. Bring another one in case there's a problem. Shouldn't be though. Then you proceed. Oh, don't do that. Go back. We're gonna go through the side entrance we just opened with the red bookshelf. We've already opened the door, so no need to worry about that. It's basically just telling us to go into the room we opened earlier. That's over here. Already done that, so you walk in, grab your 4 vials as normal. Luckily, Rebecca is grabbing them too. You got to make 6, 7, then 3. You've got to combine 6 and 7, and then add 3, and that gets you V Jolt. So first you grab all your empty bottles. They're here. Ignore that one on the wall, just tells you what the... There you go. So you need 2, 4, 3, 4. So we do that now. We have 2. I'm gonna make 3. Then grab 4. Should be over here. So that's 7. Just double checking something. Yeah, 2, 4 is 6, so you can do that. Nothing can really go wrong, but I don't know what happens on this one, but if you get it wrong, it can release poison. I've never really got it wrong, so... If you're in doubt for a minute, just check which ones you can add together. Combine those. 2, 4, that should be 6. You can combine 6 and 7. That makes 13, and then you've got to find 3, which is 2 and 1. So 1 is water. Grab your 2, and then you got to run back to the basement where we just drained the area. Combine that, and you got V Jolt. So one of the advantages of Rebecca, this is the second and only time you get to play with her in Resident Evil 1, 1996. But she's very fast, so while this is quite inconvenient, it's better than being Chris. And she's definitely faster than both Chris and Joel. All you have to do is go in this room here. See the vines over there? Use the V Jolt. There's an item there, but because we're Rebecca, we're not allowed to look. Meanwhile, all you have to do, go to this corner of the room. It's pretty safe. You can see the liquid squirting off it. That means you're hitting it. Literally move back and forth after you see a few drips. There you go. Keep firing and eventually it dies. Once you've done that, go to the fireplace. That's your 4th key for the mansion. Thought that was an unlimited use green herb.
Oh, I can't believe it. Are you okay?
Yeah, so much for him. We got to the root of the problem. Saved again.
just...
Really, thank you.
You'd do the same for me, wouldn't you?
I guarantee it.
Well, Chris, this is Richard's radio. We received communication from Brad at the Courtyard a little while ago, but he is still flying around in the sky. He obviously couldn't hear our voices. Maybe his radio is broken.
I see. Understood. I'll keep it. We should somehow let Brad know we're here.
At the pharmaceutical room I found a little while ago, I think I will be able to make something. Anyway, Chris, I'm glad you're safe.
That was the most obvious hint there ever could be. So what we're going to do, I'm going to go in here and heal for Rebecca.
This room is fully equipped with medical supplies. I can treat you, except for your major injury. Would you like me to?
Yes, please do something for me, temporarily.
Most of these medicines are from Umbrella.
What's Umbrella?
Don't you know? It's a large-scale pharmaceutical company based in Raccoon City.
Oh, I see.
Chris, take care!
Once you've done that, you basically get your free heal. I'm not sure what distinction she was making about the major injuries.
Wesker!
Chris, you're alive.
My words exactly. Where's Jill? Aren't you with Jill?
I'm sorry. We were attacked by a strange monster. I lost track of her while we were scouting around. I hope she's okay.
I see. Well, it's not your fault. This place is crazy. If we stay here, all of us will end up dead. What should we do, Wesker?
We have to complete this mission. Whether we escape or stay and look for Jill, we don't have many bullets left, and we can't even protect ourselves. We're still in trouble. Chris, there are a lot of locked rooms in that house. Check them out one more time. There must be a place to hide safely. I'll look around the house a little more.
Okay.
Let's get going.
Once that's done, gonna go back to the root room quickly just to see what was in that box. Aside from that, there's no reason to be here. Another small key, and that will be necessary for back at the mansion. I'm pretty sure you use it to get Magnum Rounds. We'll see. So next up, I'm going to be going back to the save room and actually saving, because this is around the point where if I carry on, the game will crash. If you're wondering, yes, I am skipping the door scenes just to make sure I get to the save room, because I don't really want to do all of this and then have to start over again. Through here, to the save room, and once I've saved, I will be playing through to the end without saving again. And unlike any of the other games where I don't save, you're gonna have to take this as an exception. So once you do that, save, Well, for me, I have to. I wouldn't have saved otherwise. So I'm going to quickly restart the game, just so it definitely doesn't crash, and then I'll be back in a moment. Now I'm back. As I mentioned, with this version of Resident Evil, for whatever reason, I have to save the game. So I've done that, and now we'll be returning to the mansion before finally getting the battery and returning to the courtyard. Now that we've concluded this area of the mansion, if you've liked the content so far, please feel free to subscribe.
This is Brad. I know you can't answer me, but somehow,
This is Chris. Brad, can you hear me? Damn!
And we'll proceed. Run by the dogs. We'll be dealing with them later, but for now, let them live. Run by the snakes. Before you return, make sure you've got a shotgun equipped. You'll understand why in a moment. Here you can walk, the dogs will eventually turn around. Run through here. Out the back. That steals of him. Gonna check something. Yeah, it's not worth it. If you're wondering what I'm doing, basically clearing a path for later on in the game. Once that's done, you can return. Here's our first use of the mansion key we just acquired. Gonna empty out my inventory before I do anything in there. If you have an open space like that, you can just run around and the hunter won't be able to hit you as long as you take a run every time you do a shot. A few more things I want to do and then I'll be back. Up here, and up here. You want to walk into the light over there. Once you've done that, we're going to prep for our next main objectives. So you want to put that way for now. That way for now, because we just opened the door. Return. And then this room back here, you'll find Doom Book and Eagle Medal, and Magnum Rounds. Once you've got those, you're free to leave. There's nothing else to do here. Go upstairs. After you've cleared this. For now, I'm just getting everything ready. It's fine. You can go. In fact, there might be a better way of doing this. If I'm right, that should get us most of the items we need to progress the game. I'm gonna use that herb just because it's there. Oh, how annoying. Didn't expect that. Okay. Oh. Okay. The munching key. I'm going to do things a bit differently here. See if it pays off. Normally, I would go straight to the next main battle of the game, but instead, I'm going to try something else. Still fine. Yeah, that was kind of annoying. So the hunter had an invincibility frame there for a moment, meaning I couldn't really hit him until he basically crouched to do his lunge, and apparently that is an invincibility frame, but I didn't know that. So now we've done this. You might be wondering what I'm doing. Normally I go for the next main battle of the game, but instead I'm going to get the Magnum. Then I'm going to see if that makes the final, not the final, but the main battle of this game a lot easier. I imagine it will, but let's find out. We've got shotgun shells, Magnum round. Okay. So you turn the switch off. And after you've moved this over to the deer head, it reveals the red gem. Which we'll now be using to get our Magnum. Doing things this way is a bit unusual from the way I normally do it. It's actually saved me a lot of bother, I think. We're going to find out now in a minute. Pretty sure I'm right. Find those. We'll be needing that. Going to get the red. This area should be clear. Doing things a bit differently here. What I've done is I've worked on clearing the path out of the mansion now rather than later, so that I'm certain that I've killed all the difficult enemies aside from the main battle we have coming up. But now that I've done it this way, I've also got the Magnum, which I typically don't bring to the main battle. The only problem with this is... There you go. Oh. That's pretty difficult, but I've done it. So it's a bit of a diversion, but it's probably going to prove to be worthwhile, because now I should be able to just run through the rest of the mansion without any... There's no more hunters that I definitely need to pass, so... Can go through here. No hunter. Through here. Now we're back at the save room. Just going to take that, that's fine. I'm going to take a risk here and not bring any items. And the reason I'm doing that is because I want to be as lightly equipped as possible so that I can grab the main items, which is the ammo disc and battery, and then leave. So now we're here. Normally I would have come here sooner. Discard this key, that's good. I'm going to use the Magnum on it. So far, 2 shots definitely hit. So that looks like 3, maybe 4 shots and a shotgun shell. Not sure how I feel about that. One of the difficulties we have playing Chris is, unlike Jill, whose grenades blow up the hunters in one shot, we have to deal with shotguns and taking 3 shots to kill a hunter, which might not sound like much, but they can get so many hits on you that it's highly likely you can die if you're not careful, so get rid of him. Wasn't really necessary, I was just worried about my health. There's herbs there, but you can skip them. Now we can either proceed. Which is what I'm doing. I need 3 inventory slots. So I'm going to use this just because I definitely won't be returning. I'm going to see if there's anything in here. That was expected. I think I'm right in thinking there's no more herbs here, so I'm going to take this one just as a single use herb. Now we're back on green fine, which I can't believe, but there you go. There's not too many zombies we need to kill here. So, really I could get away with not killing them, but I'm just going to do it just for the sake of showing you some things. You go in here. There you go, he's dead. Scrapbook. This just basically tells us what's going on. Someone's obviously been reading the news. Do that. Move this aside. There's handgun bullets, which I'm going to skip just because I don't want to fill up my inventory. You can't open that little drawer, which I was trying to do. Some foreshadowing here. Then you go through here. Back out here, you can use a small key. As well as getting rid of the small key, gets you Magnum Rounds. There you go. All you have to do here, you can hit the switch on the wall, it shows you a light. We won't be doing that. You push this to the end, the light would have been there in the top left corner, you can probably see the thing protruding out. Doing that gets us the ammo disc. Now we've done that, we can more or less leave the mansion as we please. Because I've taken this unusual route, I'm yet to see whether it's faster or not. We've basically done everything and I can run straight back. I can run straight back to the save room without any more hunters, and then we can leave. Do that. No hunters here. There's now handgun bullets if you want them. I don't. Run back. Aside from the spiders, which are easy to avoid, there's nothing here. Do a final inventory check. We should have the Doom book or the medal, depending if we open the book. We want the crank. Don't need the MA disc yet. We're gonna put the handgun. We're gonna put the Magnum away and take the handgun out. And the reason for that, there's the Doom book. And the reason I'm doing that is because we have plenty of Magnum rounds. There's nothing to worry about there. And I'm pretty sure there's at least 6 more. Well, the battery? That's in my inventory. And then the handgun, Beretta, it is. So there it is. We need that for now. We need that for now. Okay. Grab that in case. What I'm planning to do is I'm going to kill all the dogs in the courtyard. That way I don't have to worry about them ever again. The reason I'm doing that is because once you go through here, there's not much you can do in terms of arranging your inventory until you've done the next major fight of the game. Which can be problematic because there's a load of hunters. So once you're through here, you just want to run through. Still fine. Oh god. Could have done that better, but not too bothered. The main objective is clearing the walkway. So those dogs will be... I'll be going for those dogs shortly. You'll see why I'm not doing it now in the moment. Go down here. We're going to avoid taunting the dogs at first. Going to try and get to the battery, the elevator with the battery, without making any dogs alert. And then get on this. Once you're on here, you're more or less invincible. Unless you get off the elevator. If you're not sure where the dog is and what's going on, and there you go. Once you hear that squeak they make, whatever you want to call that, you know they're gone. You got up here. I'm just clearing this out. Should be one more. You can hear him, but he's not, for whatever reason, he's not coming. There you go. Once he's done, run by here. Get out of here. Huh. Not good. So what I'm doing before before I go anywhere else. It's basically managing my inventory. There's a first aid spray there, but we're not using them. Combine that. I'm going to bring the shotgun. Actually, I'm going to bring both. That should be everything we need. See why in a minute. Now we're going on to the next area, which is the caves. So if you've liked the content so far, please feel free to subscribe, share, like, or comment. And if you want, let me know your thoughts on which Resident Evil you prefer, whether it's the 2002 remake or this 1996 version. That's annoying. I've still got to do the crank. One mistake I've just realised that I made there is before returning to the mansion, I should have definitely used the crank, and then we wouldn't have had to worry about it being in my inventory. But seeing as we've done it this way for now, I'm just going to proceed. You can now go back down and onto the cave area. Fortunately, there is no discard option, so we're stuck with that until we find a inventory chest. Leads us onto the cave area. First we go through here. Ignore that. Go through here. There's a door there. We're going to ignore that right now. We're going to grab the shotgun shells. Back here. Through this door.
Enrico!
Don't come any closer, Chris.
Wait, what happened?
Double crosser!
Don't!
Hell. Umbrella.
Who is it? Is someone there? Double crosser? What did he mean by that?
No. Literally not worth it at this point. Bit lazy, but I'm sick of fighting hunters. Grab the crank. And you can go. Not doing too bad. Once that's done, use the second crank here. don't think there's any way I could do the next area without me managing my inventory. And there's no box, so I don't know how I'm going to do it. Go down here. Run away. Reeling Magnum bullets. And opening up a new area. Because of my current predicament, unfortunately I have to go back, which is really annoying. If you've played the new Resident Evil, they put a item box here, probably for this reason. It's weird that there's dogs again, but okay. I'm gonna run all the way back to the mansion. I'm just killing him because I'm sick of being hit by him. Wasn't really necessary. Oops. Won't need to go in there again. That way. Don't want to use my... change my mind about that, actually. Oh, yeah. Ideally, I would have used... Let's see, that's the second one. Get rid of that. Might bring that in case of an emergency, but I doubt I need it. That's it. Not bringing it. It'll be fine. Go through here. We'll run all the way back to the caves. All the way back to the part where we just made that boulder fall. Fortunately, a bit of a diversion there. Could have avoided it, but it happens sometimes. Down here, there's a dog. Try not to trigger him. He's triggered anyway, don't know why. Going down. Round here to where we use the crank. I'm not going to pick up anything else yet other than this flamethrower. This is a unique item for Chris and just for this battle. Just going to ignore him for now. Oh my god! So you run. If you get him, you can spam him. Spam him as much as you can. If you do it enough, that happens. Unfortunately, we're poisoned and nearly dead, but aside from that, not too bad. Grab the knife. Could have went better, but I avoided using any of our main items. I'm going to see if I can get some blue herb here. Can. Quickly use that before I get poison damage. There we go. That's just an ink ribbon. We won't be needing that. We shouldn't need to go back the way, so we won't be. Next, what you need is the Doom Book. You've got to bring that with you, and the crank. is one more thing I want to get before I leave here. Wrong. I want to... Back here, you probably recall, there is... Oh my god. Well, that's our last enemy and our last hunter. As I was saying, you might recall there was Magnum ammo, so we got it. Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about that fight. It was a bit random with the spider. The flamethrower is pretty effective, but to use it, you more or less keep taking hits. There's the lift there, but we won't be going there yet. Instead, we'll be doing this. We'll be getting our second demo disc. And our second Doom book. So just keep spinning this. What you want to do now, go toward the boulder, right up to it. You'll see there's a thing. You're gonna run all the way back to the beginning. And in there. Don't make the mistake of thinking you're going in there. There's a map, but it's pretty much redundant at this point. You've seen the whole cave network. There's not much more to it. You've more or less done it. So you go through here. So this one is a bit strange. You're pushing this over here. On the remake, it's very obvious where you put it. You basically put it roughly there, where those bricks are slightly weird. Unlike the remake, they're not protruding out. Do that. Then once you've done that, you do it again. Push that onto the slab on the floor, and you'll get your second Doom book. And that concludes the caves. So if you've liked what you've seen so far, please feel free to subscribe, share, like, or comment. Let me know what your thoughts on which Resident Evil 1 you prefer. And now we're moving on to the laboratory. We will have inventory space in a moment, so I'll grab that soon. Examine your books. You get the Eagle Medal. It's the wolf side. Check this. There's your wolf medal. All you're doing, sticking those in here. There's really not much left. The final battle of the game consists of two fights. The first one's very easy, and the second one is, in my opinion, a bit random. Feels like a bit of a slugfest. You just keep firing and hope you don't die. First thing I'm going to do is equip the handgun. I'm going to use any handgun bullets we got. There's some zombies that once they're dead, they never come back. And there's others which will keep returning no matter how many times you kill them. So when we get there, I'll tell you which is which. The first zombies you encounter, you can kill. So I'm going to go straight for the handgun bullets. The Beretta, wherever that is. And everything else can go away for now. There's no more hunters. So breathe a sigh of relief. They were the bane of your existence. I know for me they have been. They've killed me twice. They've killed me twice trying to make these videos. I'm gonna leave that for now. He's not dead. These zombies die. So they can die. Once you've done that, you can get your third ammo disc. And if you're wondering what the ammo discs are, they're basically discs that you are required to obtain to ensure you get the true ending of the game. First thing you do is go down there. Do not kill those brown zombies, whatever you want to call them. They will keep coming back, so it's a waste of ammo. Press the switch. This gives you the first puzzle of this area. So if you look at this, you can figure out the cipher that that's more or less tree, man, woman, apple. From that, you take this letter. There you go. So username is John, password's Ada. And then aside from that, oh, I didn't even know you could do that. Now I feel stupid. But anyway, it wasn't hard to figure out without the light. Never done that before. And the password is mole, in case you're wondering. Before you go there, you can enter here. Actually, it's locked, you can't. So he will return if you kill him. So just leave him. You go in here, this is the computer room. There's a slideshow on the floor. Grab that. Or the slides, whatever you want to call them. That's all done. The computer. Not much to see here. I personally prefer this to the remake, but each their own, I guess. So John, Ada. And then when you select the first room, B2, it will ask you for another password, and that is the one we figured out, which is mole. There it is, mole. Brave fist. Mandatory. Whatever you want to call it, fist pump. It's funny. Alright, whatever. Next. We've opened all this up. We have enough bullets to take out some zombies that will be in the way, so we're going to do that. Through here, one of the doors we've opened is this one. As you've probably noticed, they're still alive. I'm going to try and move without triggering them. Don't ask why they sound like strangled dolphins. Oh god. Oh my. Okay. Ammo disc. You can use that. That's your first use. Gives you a random scripture from the Bible. Why? Don't know. Anyway. Pretty sure that's the map. No, it's a fax. Strange goings on here. So once that's done, go through here, run along here. I've forgotten. Well, for now anyway. I'm pretty sure that will still come back, but let's see. We'll go up here. We're going to grab the herbs, because they're there and there's 3 of them. Can see what I'm going to do with that, probably. I mean, this area is going okay so far. It's pretty much as good as it gets, apart from not getting hit. Go in here. There's a slideshow. I'm gonna use it. Wesker. Get that. Get our key in here for the laboratory. And then we can leave. This is what I should have done earlier before running down that hallway. As you can see, killing that zombie was completely useless. that zombie will die. The one in the lab coat here. So we'll get rid of him. There should be 2 or 3 zombies around this corner. Go in here for now. Access to another save room. Gonna use that 1 herb just to get us back to normal. There you go. Should be Magnum shells here. Grab them. You need every one you can get. I'm gonna use the shotgun now, just because we're nearing the end. The final enemy we'll encounter, the Tyrant, will be taken out with Magnum rounds. If we start using shotgun rounds, we have problems. The only other thing you want to do at this point is get the ammo discs. There should be 3 in total, so we've used 1. There it is. Next, we'll be going on to the ammo disc. I'm gonna come back for that in a minute, and the shotgun. Oh, grab them. Not much to see or do here. You basically push this along. It's pretty obvious. That button on the floor is not like the puzzle button. If you step on it for even a moment, it will let poison into the room, so make sure you've done the boxes first. Go down here. Push this as far as we can. I'm gonna switch the stairs out for the box, and then move the box in place. I could take the risk and push the box, but I think it might hit the button, so I'm just gonna do it that way. Once you're happy with that, leave that over there. Bit of a mind-numbing puzzle, but the reason they're doing it is so that you are deterred from using the ammo disc. And for those of you that know, the ammo disc is pretty much the only way to get the good ending, or the true ending of the game. After that's done, you can go up here, through the hole. And through the hole, where you'll get more Magnum rounds. Yes, please. By this point, you can probably see, despite using Magnum rounds, I've still got plenty. So I'll mark those when I make the final version of the video, just so you know where they all are. The only item I haven't used, and I'm still wondering where it is the small key. I've got 1 remaining. So we've done our second ammo disc. Now we can return to the save room. Gonna get rid of these guys. It's things like that. That's when you get bitten, when the zombies act weird. See? Anyway. Won't happen again. That was still fine. I'm going to run through the next area. Might bring a shotgun just in case I'm going to fight back a bit, but I'm kind of against the idea because... In fact, I'm just going to use that now. There you go, back to fine. In here, there was red herb, we want that. Oh yeah, I would have picked up the shotgun shells because I've got space for them. Okay. As you can see, loads of mixed herbs. Enough to complete the game for definite. Combine that. On the shotgun. Grab the shells. I'm not going to be using all the bullets. In fact, I'm only going to be using it, the shotgun, if we end up getting stuck. Because ideally now I want to run through here, got to power up the elevator, do the final ammo disc, make sure that's on you. First thing you do, run through here. That wasn't too bad. That first one typically hits when it swings from the ceiling. One way of avoiding that, as you saw there, you can just step back. And if you step back and walk, they tend to preemptively swing. See? I just stayed still. It's almost as if they're trying to anticipate where you will be rather than going for where you are. So in here, go here. All you want to do is turn the power on and leave. And with that, we've successfully prepared for the final area of the game. So we'll now be leaving. There you go. I've done worse than that. Let me make sure we've got 5 heals. Because what I want to do, one on me. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to use that one. That isn't the... We'll just be bringing Magnum Rounds. We won't need much for this one. Bring all the Magnum Rounds you got. Just doing our final prep for the Tyrant. Do that. As you can see, we have 22. I think we even have more than that, but let me check. If we have more than that, we've really got... I've already used 6 or 8 as well, so... Oh my god. I really was being too... Should have used the Magnum more, now that I see it. Could have used one on every boss, but anyway. Wow. I don't even need to use any other gun. Okay. Might as well put that away. Got green herb if we need it. We don't. There's another good one. Ah, that's fine. We're in good health, so I'm just going to go for the final area. Yeah, that should do it.
Rebecca, you're safe.
I saw you in the garden. I've caught up with you at last.
Well, I'm glad you're all right. Don't go out alone.
Yes, sir.
Chris, as my subordinate, you have wonderful talent.
I would never work for a company like Umbrella. And Wesker, you were formerly with Umbrella.
What do you mean?
Since when have you been an Umbrella agent? And a traitor to the stars?
Now you're wrong. I was formerly with Umbrella, yes. But now I'm prepared to face anything. Even getting rid of you vigilante stars.
Now, the worst possible situation has occurred. The failure of the experiment created a virus, a biological weapon, polluting the entire lab.
No, the worst happened with the Tyrant virus. I lost some of my STARS team members because of it.
You killed them with your own hands. Did you kill Enrico?
Really?
Yeah, like this.
Rebecca!
Don't move. If you do, I'll kill you. Chris, I have something to show you. Now, walk.
Is this?
That's right. This is the ultimate life form. Tyrant! Chris? Stop it.
Wesker, you're pitiful. This is your savior? You say this failure is your savior?
You can make sure yourself whether Tyrant is a failure or not. Go to hell. Jill will join you too.
What?
Don't come this way! No!
You can't kill me.
Well, he'll try. That concludes the first round of our fight for Tyrant. Not too bad. Once you've done that, you can leave. There's handgun bullets, but we don't want them. Oh, it must be that one. We leave.
Wow!
Ha! It seems like this bulletproof jacket is pretty strong.
I see.
How about Captain Wesker?
He is sleeping with the ultimate failure. Hurry up. I want to get out of here. what, Rebecca?
I saw a research file in this lab. It said that a great deal of research on the Tyrant virus exists right here. We should blow this place up.
We are already into it over our heads. Rebecca, can you do it?
Yes, sir. I'll set off a triggering system for a bomb.
Okay. Now we have a chance to escape. See you outside the house.
Once that's done, we're gonna go save Jill. Up here. Do this 3 times.
Jill, are you there?
Chris?
Jill, you're all right.
Yes. Wesker is here. He's...
Oh, I know. Anyway, let's get out of here.
Oh well. Run back the way you came when you started this area. And that will be our final opportunity to prepare for the final... I made a mistake there. Oh, okay. They're bar zombies, so we're just going to run by them.
Let's get going.
Do your final checks.
All researchers and guards should take cover immediately. Unlock all rooms for evacuation.
Be lazy. That's basically 4 herbs. I'm going to use 1 now, so I'm definitely fine for the fight. There's no way the Tyrant is going to take 28 rounds from the Python. So you can leave. And in case you didn't realise, leaving 1 slot open.
This is Brad. I have a fuel shortage. Okay, this is the last try. If somebody's alive, please send us time.
The triggering system has now been activated. All researchers and guards should take cover immediately. Unlock all rooms for evacuation.
Grab the battery. Then we're going to go up here.
The triggering system has now been activated.
There is 3 minutes until explosion.
And guards should take cover.
I made it! I set off the triggering system to the bomb!
Great! Rebecca, Brad's up in the helicopter.
The triggering system has now been activated.
Look at those
All
monsters!
researchers and
Let me
guards
take care of them.
immediately.
Chris, get in contact with Brad right away.
Okay.
Use the rocket. Tyrant 2, run. He hits you, run. Check your health. I think it's too soon, so I'm going to shoot him a bit more. That was weird. It was like he swatted me without actually hitting me. Get a few shots. You might think, what am I doing? If you try it too soon, you can actually counter you. Just don't want to take any risk. Okay. Weird. Anyway, that was just over a sub 2-hour game. There we go. That's Resident Evil 1996 as Chris Redfield. If you enjoyed that, please feel free to subscribe, like, or comment, or share, and I'll see you on the next one.